Let's talk about mindset. What kind of mindset do you have to achieve financial freedom, man? Financial independence. What is your mindset to get as much money as possible and keep that money and grow that money, invest it to build the life that you want to live? If you don't know me, I'm a dentist. Let me earn that subscription, that like, that comment. Wanted to come out here this afternoon in the garage, get away from the wife for a little bit and come in here. I just moved not too long ago from El Paso. We rented this house, and this is my sanctuary right here. This is my garage. This is my space. My wife, she's wanted to tell me how to do things in the garage, but I tell her, hey, in there, that's your zone. Out here, this is my zone, all right? So if I want to have stuff strewn everywhere or whatever have you, this is mine. So behind you, this is going to be a topic of the video today about mindset. Behind you is our Hyundai Kona. And this is the car that I'm going to be driving into the city for my commutes to work. And over here in the driveway, I'll make a video about that, I guess, at some point, is our Chrysler Pacifica. And that's the vehicle that I bought when I graduated from dental school. So this Hyundai Kona is my wife's. Her parents bought it for her, and she paid on it as well. It's paid off in that Chrysler Pacifica right there, a minivan. We pay $346 for it every single month. And so that's our total car payment. It's $346. Most Americans have the mindset that they need the nicest possible car, that they need an expensive car, that they need to impress people around them, their neighbors, right? Up and down this street, I now live in a community. This is the first house I've ever lived in. I've always lived in apartments before this. And even in apartments, you can have people trying to flex on each other, driving nice vehicles. But in this community, when we moved into this rental community, I started to feel a little bit more push, like, maybe I should have a nice truck sitting out in the driveway, or a higher end luxury sedan. I sort of felt that a little bit. I looked around at the neighbors, saw what they were driving. I was thinking, I'm sure a lot of the men in the community, they have trucks. I don't have a truck. I have a minivan. And I bought it for several different reasons, because it was practical. But it was also very affordable, It's very affordable. I mean, you heard the payment, $346 a month. The average car payment in America, it's about $700 something a month. And so right here, this mindset, this is proof of the way we live, is having very cheap car payments, $0 and $346. And so what that is going to enable us to do every single month is just to throw money into savings, into the stock market. Right now, I'm dollar cost averaging pretty much all of our money into a brokerage account. And then that money is making us more money. It's really simple when I say it, but the discipline that is required for that mindset is one that takes time. Not everybody starts out like that. Not everybody was raised like that. Not everybody has a view of money like that. Both my wife and I, we grew up in environments where money was more scarce. And that has largely influenced the way that we move and shake today as far as our finances. Go up and down the street where you live and take a look at what people drive. So many SUVs, so many trucks that people are driving. I'm telling you, they cost $900 a month, $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month. That's just in the car payment. That is the type of payment an average American has on one vehicle. Now, the husband needs a truck. The wife needs a Chevrolet Suburban or Ford Explorer, fully loaded, to take the kids around, to go on trips. So let's double it. Let's say $2,000 a month. Maybe you have a fun car for the weekends to go out on dates. I don't know. Or maybe you have jet skis. Maybe you have a camper. All of that adds up. And that's just the cars, man. That's not including a house that somebody really shouldn't be in, that they're scraping to pay for. Too big of a mortgage. That's not including all the extras, right? All the eating out during the week. All of the superfluous buys, like clothes you don't need. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. And if you're tuning in, odds are you're tuning into me and you probably already have, or you're searching, you're going in the direction of the mindset that I'm giving you. Because all these people that I'm painting a picture of, they're not paying attention. For instance, last year I had an assistant in my dental clinic, and she drove a Cybertruck, a Tesla Cybertruck. I kid you not. Meanwhile, I'm rolling up in this minivan. This is before I'm married to my wife, and we've got this car. So my assistant is making far less money than me, and I knew what her husband did for a living. They're making far less money than I am, but they're driving a car that's so much more expensive than me. That right there tells you the priorities. Like the way that I'm thinking is my ethos is of someone who wants to be rich one day, someone who wants to be in charge of their own life, someone that doesn't have to get out of bed to go to work to pay the bills. And I can say no to more things. But people who are more leveraged, who have more debt, who have more payments, you don't live life on your own terms. You live your life in a cycle, in a hamster wheel, where you're always having to scrape to pay the next bill. So our car payments are low, our rent is low. We live in a good community, a decent community, but our rent is very reasonable. And I didn't even add that the cars, man, that's not including gas and car insurance, man. I saw the gas prices. They're like $4.20 for unregulated leaded fuel, $4.20 a gallon. It's crazy. In this economy, the way things are, you can't afford to live like that. I know you think you can, but you can't. My wife and I, we went to the furniture store. You can go in Ashley Furniture and pay $0 down and walk out with $15,000, $20,000 of furniture, depending on your credit score. And I bet you that they can get you approved. And then 6 months later, you start paying on, or it starts accumulating interest. You start paying those payments. That's crazy, and it's irresponsible. My wife and I, we started in camp chairs. We started on a free little table from the side of the road. We started with no furniture, and we don't have anything nice yet. We're just now looking for furniture. It's unbelievable in this country, the system, the way it's set up. People can just borrow and borrow and borrow and inflate their lifestyles to the moon. And all the while I'm thinking, okay, when can I reasonably retire? When can I go part-time? And heck, I'm a high earner, people. I'm a dentist, and I'm about to go and train in a specialty of dentistry, oral and maxillofacial surgery. Look them up. They make a lot of money. I'm not slowing down. I'm never going to change the way that I think. Right now, we're throwing in half of my paycheck every single month into stocks. We're not slowing down. And the more disciplined that I am now, my 30th birthday is coming up. If we continue this discipline, by 35, my life will be that much easier. By 40, my life will be that much easier. 45. And dude, this Hyundai Kona, it's going to get traded in for a nice car. I'm going to buy a Lexus. I'm going to buy a sports car. I'm going to do some great things, man. And meanwhile, we have done all of these things, invested a ton of money, and then last year, the one single thing that we prioritized, my wife and I, we prioritized travel. We visited 3 countries. We visited multiple states, man. We had a blast. But it's all about priorities. And, I know that I speak from a place where I have a high income. I make $100,000, and that's really good. Granted, it took me a long time to earn it. I didn't start at 18 earning $100,000. I didn't start at 20 earning $100,000. I was nearly 28 when I first started earning that. And I know that there's plenty of people that don't earn that now. But understand that when you hear me talk, it's from a place of years and years of dedication, years and years of hard work and study, late into the night. Taking risks, man. Taking risks on myself. Borrowing some student loans along the way. You better believe it. And so some people may think that I sound out of touch, like, oh man, you traveled abroad, you've done all this, you can put all this money away. That's not realistic. Making good choices, making tough choices, living like no one else so I can live like no one else. That's what it's about, man. And we've delayed having children. That's a personal life choice. I can't tell you how many people I've seen they're from my hometown. Women that have decided to make the choice to be a single mother. You make that choice when you have sex outside of marriage or outside of a committed relationship with a deadbeat dad, with a dude that's not going to stay around. Choices like that set you back in your life unbelievably. Couple critical decisions can either build you up, man. It can set you on a trajectory that is unbelievable, or it can set you on a trajectory that is unbelievable, unbelievably bad. Went in a slightly different direction there, but this Hyundai Kona, man, driving this thing to work, it's loud on the road, it bumps all over the place. It's 2022, so it's a good car. It is a good car. But it's not comfortable. Every time that I drive that thing to work, it's going to remind me, with that road noise just like deafening in my ear, that this is annoying. This is uncomfortable. I could go to the Lexus dealership right now and buy a car that I want and make that payment. But when I get in this, it's paid for. When I get in this, that's monthly money going towards my future. That once I save it, man, once I've got it invested, I don't have to put it there again. I don't have to go back and make that extra $1,000 because it's there. I don't have to touch it anymore. And then it starts working for me. It's all about mindset, people. Make that decision. Change your mindset. Don't live like everybody else, how they're living, because I tell you, everybody else lives like losers. And with that, I will leave you. I hope I earned your subscription. I hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Let me know what you think below. Until next time.